Yo, what is going on, guys? Happy freaking Thursday. We have a really awesome live going down today. I'm going to be bringing on one of my clients who recently just moved to a brand new city out on the East Coast. He's been seeing some really awesome success in the last 3 months of his coaching business, and I want to bring him on because he has a very incredible story to share with you guys. Now, what's unique about this story is this person has, been able to succeed in getting a 10K month, which is, that alone is a feature in itself. Like, that alone is crazy. But he was also able to hit his first 10K month in his first month of the program while working a full-time job. So, I believe this person has a lot to offer when it comes to, sharing what it's like to start your business and grow your business while you also have other time obligations as well. Because that, I feel like, is a big roadblock for a lot of people. How do you start a business when you have a full-time job, when you have family, when you have other obligations? Something I want him to share with you guys, right? And before we go ahead and get started, I'm going to let him in just a few minutes. Before I get started, I have 2 announcements to make. Number 1, we are doing a live training this Saturday, November 21st at 9 a.m. to teach you guys how to go full-time with your online coaching business. So if you guys ever thought about going full-time, this will be a really good opportunity to learn a little bit more about the Personal Trainer's Business Incubator and see if it's a good fit for you. It's absolutely free. You guys can join with the link in my bio. The second thing is there's going to be some changes to the Personal Trainer's Business course, right? The Personal Trainer's Business course is no longer offered as a standalone offer. Anyone who I've talked to beforehand will still be honored that offer since I've made that offer in the past. But anyone new, we are no longer doing the Personal Trainer's Business course. We are now doing a 2-part model. Right. The first part is going to be the Personal Trainer's Business Incubator. This is for coaches and trainers who are brand new to online coaching or personal trainers who are looking to transition online. Essentially, this is where you start, right? This is a program that's going to teach you how to go from 0 to 10K months all on your own as fast as possible. Then what we have is we have tools, resources, and connections with the right people to help you guys scale beyond 10K months to 20 to 30K months, right? So you start in the incubator, and once you're at a point to where you can invest into the accelerator, it's called the Personal Trainer's Business Accelerator, you'll be able to ascend and scale your business to 20 to 30K months, right? So if that's something that you guys are interested in, I invite you to hop onto the webinar, the live training this Saturday. You can register with the link in my bio. Again, it's absolutely free. And if you can't make it, there will be a recording emailed to you afterwards. So even if you can't make it, make sure to register because you guys can still get all the info and get the training straight to your email. But with that being said, I'm going to bring on my guest and invite him in, and wait just a minute for him to pop in here. But exciting stuff going on, guys. This year's been a wild one. Nate, good, my man.
What's up, man?
Dude, I have contemplated cutting my hair every single day this week, and every time I see you, I'm like, I can't do it. I have to keep pushing.
You gotta keep pushing. You're almost there.
Good, man. Well, how's everything been, man? I know it's been a week since we've connected. How are you doing?
Good, man. I just got moved down to Charlotte. Got started over here at the facility I'm going to be doing some stuff with my business at. So it's been good, man, doing some networking and whatnot.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. Yeah, so I wanted to bring you in because I think you have a really incredible story. When you and I first met, I forget what you said, what your initial goal was, but you kind of just wanted to start your business and take your time with it. And you're like, yeah, if I quit by January, that would be good. And here we are in November, you've quit your job and you've completely moved to a new city, man. So I'd like to learn a little bit or have you explain your story a little bit about where you were before the trials and tribulations that you had to go through building your business while you were working full time, and what inspired you to quit your job and move literally like 3 months before you intended to.
Yeah. So starting out, it was really just putting in the hours, making the time, and just like being committed to reaching the goal of like what I wanted to do, like taking my business full time. Waking up early before my personal training job. I usually worked about 8 to 6. So I would get up at like 5 or 6, log a few hours in the morning, get home, hop on sales calls, work on the business from like 6:30 to about 11 or 12 at night. usually 5, 6 days a week. Just try to stay motivated and continue to work at it day by day. And that's kind of how I was able to slowly build it. At first, it was a lot of hustle with networking and stuff, and then once it kind of built up, I started seeing like client results and was able to build up my like Instagram page with client results and whatnot. It kind of started to speak for itself, and it got a little bit easier, more consistent, and just slowly grew. Oh, I guess not slowly. It kind of quickly grew over about 2 months. And I believe the first month I made over 12K. So it was that was an eye opener to realize like what I could do with it.
Mhm.
Motivating to continue to stay after it. And like once you kind of see the results start to speak for themselves, it's easy to wake up early and want to jump on it and stay up late. Like it lights a fire for you for sure.
Dude, so 12K in your first month.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you expecting that at all?
No, not at all.
What was the work like? Like, was it hard for you? Was it easy for you? How would you describe the work?
uh, it was definitely challenging because I was working full time as a personal trainer. I was also prepping for a bodybuilding show and trying to start a business. So it was like it was exhausting, but at the same time, like the motivation was there because like I knew like the formula was there for me to get where I wanted to be, and I just trusted the plan. I knew that if I put in the work, I'm always one of those people that believes like if you put the work in, like good things will happen. So I just kind of try to stick to that plan and follow the guidelines you gave me. And it,
100.
yeah.
Dude, so full-time job, how many hours were you working a day in that full-time job alone?
So 8 to 6. So what's that? Like 10 to 12 hour days usually. Um,
Every night.
Monday through Friday. Fridays usually half days, and then I would do some Saturdays as
Okay.
well.
Well, still, eight to six, that doesn't leave you much time to grow your business, right? You're
No,
you're also prepping for a bodybuilding show. So that's like 2 hours out of your day right there. You know, you also had to have a girlfriend and a dog, right? So you
yeah,
have a full freaking stacked life, right?
yeah.
And so where did you find time to work on your business?
I just had to carve out time really. I just told my girlfriend like this is something I'm serious about. Like I'm gonna be like putting this first for a while, and she was like really understanding and cool about it, and supportive of me and what I wanted to do, and she just believed in me. And so I just made the time for it. I stopped, really going out and doing things with friends. I really just put my head down and got to work on like what I wanted to do with my business, and that was how I was able to make the time. Because I mean, I feel like everyone has the time. It's about sacrificing some of the luxuries like social life and different things to get to where you want to be.
Okay. Give me some examples of things that you gave up. Did you have friends hitting you up to come out that you said no to? Like what was that like?
Yeah, usually in the evenings, like my friends would want to get online and do some like Call of Duty and stuff like that, and I would just have to like mute the group text and just kind of get my head down and grind. Like after work was more work, but
Yeah,
I knew it was going to be paying off, and it was like long-term rewards would be there for sure.
good. Okay, so you really understood delayed gratification here. You really understood sacrificing, dude. I tell people building a business is like if you are working a full-time job, you're essentially going to be working two jobs.
Yeah.
Like because it does require work. It's not just going to happen on its own. So you are a shining example of what that looks like. What time would you wake up during the week so that way you can start working on your business?
Usually about 5 or 5:30.
And
Um,
then
I
hours
have,
would you that morning?
what's up?
Then how many hours would you clock in the morning?
Usually about an hour and a half to 2 hours. And then I had like a 10, 15 minute drive to work. So I was able to just like, scoot over there. So I'd really be like pinching out every minute I could before I had to get to work. And then I'd be like flying down the road to try to make my sessions on time. It was a little stressful, but like, I don't know. I was putting it as a priority. So like, just had to kind of one of those things, you just got to suck it up and get it done.
Yeah. So here's something I want to ask you, man. And this might be getting a little personal. I feel like most people don't have that outlook. Most people, they say they want to grow a business, but they don't really realize how much work it actually takes. And I'm not one to sugarcoat shit. I'm not one to tell people, yeah, it's easy. Like you can do this in 30 days. Now you hit 12K in 30 days, which is something I did not promise you, right? You did that all on your own with the tools and resources I gave you, but that was you, right? So what was your mindset behind these little decisions, right? Because in order for you to achieve that big goal of making $12,000 in 1 month, it came down to the little decisions that you made every day that aligned you with that goal. So what was the mindset behind, your choices?
Um, so I guess as far as like putting myself in position to get where I wanted to be, I just knew like if I made like the little sacrifices would all kind of add up. I mean, it's the same kind of concept with like bodybuilding that I like translated well over to like starting my business. Is that if you put in the work, like making the little sacrifices, it's something I kind of already learned from bodybuilding.
Mhm.
It transitioned well over to this, like just like the little things all add up, and like you can carve out a couple extra hours of your day if you cut out like watching television, playing video games, taking a nap, different things like that that like people make as excuses for saying they don't have any free time to kind of like get a business started.
Mhm.
That if I did put those things first, that I would be okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what would you say to someone who is working a full-time job who thinks that they don't have enough time to start a business?
I would say it's definitely doable for you because I mean, if I can do it, anybody can do it. You know what I mean? Like it's not. It's all about just like making that decision and like being committed to it 100%. That like this is what I want to do and I'm gonna do it, and not making any excuses. It's kind of like no bullshit kind of thing. Like
Amazing.
you just got to make sure that like you're all in on it and just don't waver on that.
Mhm. Awesome. So I know that when we first started, your goal was to kind of learn the strategies, learn what you needed to do to grow your business online, and then you wanted to quit your job in January. But here we are in November, 3 months before that, and you've quit your job, and not only quit your job, but you've also moved to a new city, right? So at what point did that change? Like at what point did you decide like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna move to a new city. What was that like?
Um, it was probably like about 8 weeks into the program. I kind of knew like that it was realistic for me. And I had felt a little burnout with the in person that I had been doing at the facility, and I
Mhm.
knew I could support myself full time with my brand. And it's something I've always wanted to do. Not that I disliked my job or anything, but I've always wanted to be my own boss. So the motivation was there for me to make that happen. Once I felt comfortable taking the leap, I'd saved up a lot of money, and I just kind of went for it.
Good, good. Do you think that you would have been able to make that decision or give yourself this opportunity if it hadn't been for being your own boss or starting your own online coaching business?
What could you repeat that question?
I said, do you think that you would have had the opportunity or been able to have the choice had you not been your own boss or started your own online coaching business?
In regards to moving to a new city?
Yeah, in regards to doing like because you wanted to quit and you wanted to move to a new city, right? And you essentially gave yourself the opportunity.
Yeah, I would definitely say the program put me in a good position to empower me to make that decision for myself because otherwise I probably would have never came down here. My bodybuilding coach was like, dude, you got to get down here. Like the energy in Charlotte is like, it's huge. Like a lot of motivated people. He just sold me on it really quick. And I was like, yeah, I got to get down here. Um, so as soon as I felt like the business was a well-oiled machine, I just kind of put in my notice at the gym and then started looking for a place and just kind of went for it. It's usually not in my nature to like make big risky moves like that, but I kind of just felt like putting myself in a bigger market would give me a lot more opportunities to one, expand my business network, just grow within the bodybuilding industry, the coaching industry, just some different things. And I knew a bigger market, I'd learn more from other people as well.
Amazing, man. Amazing. And what's new for you, man? Now that you're in Charlotte, what's your plan?
So I'm partnered up with my not my business coach, that's you, with my bodybuilding coach at his gym down here, and I'm doing online and in-person training through his bodybuilding gym. It's like a bodybuilding powerlifting gym, and I'm connecting with people down in the area. And we're building up some stuff, so we all have our own like coaching brands with like LLCs and stuff, like our own businesses, and we just kind of like bounce business off each other. It's a bunch of like-minded individuals that are entrepreneurs and want to grow. So it's a good fit for me. And so just down in the Charlotte area, trying to hustle and grow my brand.
Amazing, man. Amazing. Well, dude, I'm extremely proud of you. You've done a really, really great job these last 12 weeks. And, when we first got connected and we first talked to each other, would I have predicted that you'd make 12K in your first month and move to a new city, quit your job? Hell no. I would. It's like one of those things, like, I always tell people, like, dude, I will give you the tools, I'll give you the knowledge, I'll give you the resources, I'll give you all the support and guidance that you need. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the results that you get are totally up to you. But you guys can see from watching Nate's story that these results are real, they're possible. You just got to work hard. Now, Nate has an incredible story. He had a full-time job and he would wake up at 5 a.m. to work on his business and would come home from work and then work from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock at night to work on his business and then do it again, right? So there's no secrets. It's just a matter of doing it. And Nate, I'm extremely proud of you, man. I'm proud to call you my friend. Appreciate you being here, man.
Absolutely, dude.
Perfect, man. Well, with that, I'll go ahead and let you go. And yeah, man, enjoy your new life in Charlotte, man. I wish you all the best.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Peace out, bro.
See ya.
Awesome. So that is my client, Nate. He's recently just seen like a massive life transformation. And yeah, I'm extremely proud of him. But if you guys want to see results like that, if you guys want to learn a little bit more about the Personal Trainer's Business Incubator, this Saturday at 9 a.m., I am doing a free training on how to go full-time with your coaching business. There's going to be a lot of information that is dropped in this call, and it is going to be live. So any questions that you have about starting an online coaching business, any questions that you have about the opportunity, or even if you're just like interested in learning a little bit more about it, you can ask me any questions on that call, and I'll be happy to, give you whatever coaching you need on that call, and then, tell you a little bit more about the course. So with that being said, guys, appreciate you joining me today. And